Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So Bitcoin on the 4-hour. So we are still looking good here, looking like we are trying to paint a bull flag into the chart. That is not to say that it will play out to the upside. However, obviously it could do, but we've got to kind of just look at the larger time frame trend, just to kind of give us that bit of a slight reality check that obviously it's going to be quite difficult for us to take another leg up like this in the as much as we've come up already, just based on obviously all the selling, all the resistance we'll have overhead, and all obviously their negativity and bears and all the FUD in the market, all rightfully so as well. I'm not trying to belittle any of that, but yeah, we can see that obviously we've come pretty far. So yeah, we are printing a bear flag, but is that gonna accelerate straight up? We shall have to see. I mean, it can happen. This was pretty much one of the tops, one of the sort of tops. Obviously this one here, and you can see once that top broke, we got a big candle and then another big candle. So if we are to see the inverse of that, and we're at the lows, even if we are then to come back down and print a slightly lower low, or basically double bottom it or test it again in the same way we actually tested the high, not saying that will happen, but all I'm drawing your attention to is the fact we get a candle like this, and then we can actually get a follow through candle that is actually bigger, quite a bit bigger, not only on a closing basis but on a wick to wick basis. So yeah, if it is the bottom, we could get a massive candle, and even then, if we get a massive candle, we still could come back down and check it. If we just look at an inversion of the high, if this is the low, there's no reason to rule out similar price action to the high. So just some food for thought there, but nonetheless looking good here, because at the end of the day, as long as we hold 19,500, we are, well, yeah, it is very good. Obviously 18,500 was the level I wanted to see us get above, so if we clear away from the next level of support of 19,500 to 20,000, then that is clearly good. And you can see we are drifting up here. I mean, the shorts are getting squeezed here. Basically they're getting no let off here. At some point I'm sure we'll have a pullback, but I mean, the fact this has gone on this long, the shorts have been squeezed for this amount of time, that I mean, the path of least resistance is to the upside, and that is to say that if we do then break up, what would more likely happen, in my opinion, was then we'll squeeze all the shorts out, have a massive pump up, who knows how high, and then we will then finally see then a consolidation sideways to down, and then basically taking shorts may be a good idea in the short or medium term after this next pump up, if that is what is to happen. So yes, let's look at stock market. Stock market's hovering above this important level, in the support area, nicely above the trend line. So it is basically not a holiday today in the US, so it was yesterday. So today maybe we'll see some more decisions made in this asset. Do we actually start to accelerate to the upside, or are we going to come back down again, as we did here and as we did here, as in come back down again below the trend line? Yeah, we should have to see. DXY still looking good for us, still holding down here. Like I said, I think maybe we do need that extra bit of a squeeze. I know was talking specifically about Bitcoin, but maybe we see the squeeze down to this 101, and then we start to see some sideways upward consolidation, as in the inverse happening in risk assets. Maybe that is what the plan is. There is a plan. Gold's still up there, hovering around up there. Ethereum Satoshi pairing, yeah, I mean, it's battling now with this resistance level here we've got here. If we basically don't trade above here, we could very easily come back down and actually take out this support level, in which case we'll be targeting the next level below. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. It's not ideal we're below the support and below pretty much the midpoint of this range. We kind of want to be above that to then be able to come and test into the resistance above. The longer we stay below this resistance, the more likely we're going to come and test this support below. And seeing as it will be our second test, maybe we break it that time. The Ethereum USD pairing, though, that is not looking so bad. That is looking like it wants to take out this next level. If it does, it's then got this level above here, and that's a pretty decent move from around 1600 to 1750 to the upper side of 1850. Pretty impressive move if we get there. Also would obviously mean we're getting above these highs here, so that would be pretty significant. I know you could probably look at maybe you want to look at this as a lower high, but I mean this is a more significant lower high for us to break through, in my opinion. So yeah, all to play for there in the Ethereum dollar pairing. Not too much else I want to look at today. 10-year yield really not doing too much. Back testing into this resistance. If it breaks above again, then yeah, maybe we find ourselves just staying in this area. But yeah, if we do get rejected and come back down, then that should hopefully be good. Hopefully be good for our precious risk assets. So 4 hour actually looking to turn back up here. Interesting. We don't normally look at the 4 hour one, do we? 12 hour looking to turn back up though. So it was very elevated, came back down, is now still looking to turn back up at this elevated level. So that indicates the bullishness, the extreme bullishness of this market at the moment. And similar daily, to turn a stochastic that's already this high and has turned back down back to the upside is just proof of how bullish this market is at the moment. 2-day elevated, but got room to run. 3-day, this is a brilliant read. This is exactly what you want to see for medium terms bullish support. 5-day similarly, exactly what you want to see. Lots of juice left in it as well. Exactly the same with the weekly. Bi-weekly looking good as well, and monthly is no doubt going to turn up, barring a I don't even know what, a $6,000, $7,000 drop before the end of the month. And that is not to say that is impossible. It's just not probable, especially with the stochastic support that would actually indicate more upside. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.